What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you a OneHive War recap video versus the arranged second round of the Clan War League against OneHive Genesis. Came out on top. I'm sure if you guys have watched the final 30-minute video, you guys have seen how that was done. 83 to 77. That score does not tell the true tale. This war was a heck of a lot closer than what it really was. You guys, than what this final score suggests. You can take a look at the final 30-minute video to see how it all went down. Let's get out of here. The breakdown was 3 Town Hall 11s. I believe it was 11 Town Hall 10s and the rest 9s. 30 v 30. They doubled one of the top 3 Town Hall 11s. They cleared all the Town Hall 10s with the exception of, actually, Indicut is I stand corrected. It's, yeah, no, that's right. 3 Town Hall 11s. I almost said it was 4. Sorry. Doubled the top one. Fell just short on number 2 here and got 1 star on number 3. And then they 3-starred all the Town Hall 10s with the exception of 3, 6, 7 of them. And then all Town Hall 9s. On our side, we doubled the top 3 Town Hall 11s by Town Hall 10s hitting up, which is very important nowadays for wars. We cleared all the Town Hall 10s with the exception of 2, 3, 4 of them. That was a difference maker. So respect out to OneHive Genesis. Both sides struggled. These bases just gave every level trouble. Gave every level. And what I mean by that, there was Town Hall 10 fails dipping down on 9s on both sides. Same thing with 10s failing on 11s, dipping up or hitting up. Failed both sides. There were just opportunity all around on both sides, and it was just respect out to base building teams on both sides. It was a fun, hard fought war. Let's look at the replays for this one. Had a theme going. We have 2 fresh, 2 clean, and the theme is respect your swine mounter. Holy crap! Let's start with number 30. This is a fresh hit. We have Neb going on. Crazy Brownie. That's my morning. Hog Swarm. That's what you're gonna see. Town Hall 9 Hog Swarm. There's been videos when the update first came out where they were like, hogs are in a good place. Don't worry about it. Hogs are not going to take over at 9. Hogs are balanced. And I felt like the lonely, ugly redheaded stepchild of the family because I was like, oh hell no, hogs are not balanced. And here's why. So before the update, we all know giant bombs. Actually, about 20 months ago, all we did was hog people. But you could also just lure the royal and drag them to the side. As you guys, if you notice, what we saw back here is he was fishing out traps. He sent a few troops, like cheap troops, like barbarians and things like that, to take a look at these spaces to see there might be Tesla farms in between all these sections. So that's what he did. He did so he sent just to get some information around there, so he knew where stuff was at. Because obviously, it's the giant bombs in the core are kind of self-explanatory. Knowing where he got the information he got from this, he could then tailor how he wanted to attack this. Really nice. Did a 1-for-1 swap with the baby dragon and a poison, which won the battle with the baby dragon in the CC, or I think it was a loon in the CC, which did nothing. It was really smart how he just used one baby dragon to take care of the loons, and then the Valkyrie can't throw her axe up in the air, so the Valkyrie just stood there and took it from the baby dragon as he finished her off. But yeah, 4 heals, basically mass hog. All you got to do is account for the CC and AQ, and then let it ride. Really nice how he started a semi-funnel defensively so that the hogs stay in this kind of a path here, with about 8 to 10 tile radius coming all the way around, so that way he keeps his groups under heal the entire way. But just look at how many hogs he has up at the end. Going back to the point we were making, I did an experiment trying to illustrate just how overpowering hogs can be. And so with that said, I am not trying to say that all you need to do is hold down the finger and don't fall asleep. No. You still have to path somehow, some way, anticipate where your hogs are going to be, where the best spots for them are going to be, account for traps. You can't just blindly do it. It may look like that, but there is actually a considerable amount of planning involved about how to deal with the most of the planning is dealing with the CC and the AQ. But then the next part of that is, where am I going to place my heals? Where am I going to have enough hogs to overwhelm the base? That answer is an overwhelming yes. So things like that. Just really nice, fresh hit Hog Swarm. What I really enjoyed about this was all the open spaces for Tesla farms on the outside of the base, with those spaces like we have over here. I really thought it was clever how he fished out traps and Teslas so that he knew where those farms would be. Really nice job, Neb. Let's back out of here. And let's go up just to 23, another fresh hit. Hunter doing a Hog Swarm. So true Hog Swarm is, you don't need a jump or any other spell except for heals, and the heals basically are for your 35 to 36 hogs. Again, just deal with the CC, have a plan for that. This one he has one golem, so not too many wizards, but there's really nothing to do with the wizards other than cleanup. I mean, his royals are going to deal with the CC as they get distracted by that golem that he brought. It did its job. That baby dragon is wrecking face on his kill squad right here, but with the beefy AQ of 29, takes it down, starts working on the storage in a scary spot here. She has to step up into this ring to aggro onto the queen, but she has the ability which guarantees her the win. One more shot, and she's down, and now he's good. And then send in the hogs. Just, it almost looks like an Asian wall. Remember that back in the day? But the old school days that forced the hand of Supercell to do something about it, basically send in your hogs and keep them under heal, and they can be healed through anything. Those days are back, folks. Not even just a Hog Swarm, a simple Goho. A simple Goho with no bowlers in the CC. You could even bring witches in the CC, but I would honestly bring, we didn't have level 6 hogs, so I would bring max hogs in the CC whenever possible. But that is back. Simple, true, Goho, old school. These are compact bases, so they're perfect for that. But even on a spread out base, you have so many hogs left over. So many hogs left over that as you reinforce the herd in a semi-surgical fashion, around the base to make sure that you have an overwhelming amount of hogs left to swarm over the base and finish it off. It's insane. I mean, I just can't believe it sometimes. So nice job, Hunter, and good morning to my 1-year-old that loves to do this. Whenever I try to do this, it's my life now. She loves me. Number 16 is a cleanup attack, Hog Swarm. The other part that's interesting about this attack is he puts a poison down and a skeleton spell to distract the CC that comes out. He does know that it's a witch in there, so pre-drops the poison to get a piece of both royals and the witch to make sure she stays in there. In one of the other videos I had mentioned that witches are kind of still can be viable as a defensive troop now again because they have the added hit points and they can actually walk through a poison. Granted, it's not perfectly or surgically placed. Most cases you can just like liberally put them down there and it'll still get the queen. Now you have to have a perfectly placed one, but once the queen is done and CC's out, he just sends in the hogs, keeps them under heal. He doesn't send all of them in like a wave fashion. He's going to do that, reinforce the herd aspect as he sends just a few more. He's got a good He's got a good portion of the first initial wave of hogs in the core of the base. It forms a funnel to push the remaining portion of his second wave of the hogs to the left. I mean, just maybe this one heal right here that's healing just 2 hogs is not needed. Could have been better, could have been earlier. But, I mean, damn, right? So it's hard for me. I personally need to turn on my lens to look for something like this. It's really hard when you're doing a favorite strategy of late because you forget about how this strategy. It can seem basically boring because you have one troop deployment all the way around and you just follow around with heals, but you don't get any extra stars for style points. A 3 is a 3, and coming from someone that sucked really bad this war, man, I wish I would have relooked at this through these lenses. Let's go up for the final one on this. I got a Town Hall 10 Queen Walk Vahobo. Eve check on, where is Eve? On number 5? No, not number 5. Eve is number 5. And she's doing it on, I could have sworn it was Greg. I know someone had mentioned showing max Town Hall 10s. You know, I apologize. I didn't have because it was a struggle on both sides, I didn't have that content to show you that's not a dip. Yeah, so Queen Walk here, really nice. This is a cleanup attack. Uses the camp as a natural funnel breaker, because once the Queen shoots that, the next closest buildings are these. And then she'll continue to walk towards the left. Starts a little bit of a funnel on the left here by the town hall that we missed, or that I missed. I'm sorry about that. Poison down to greet the CC. Got 2 Valkyrie and a baby dragon. Rage for the Queen so that she can survive that encounter. CC's out, but now he has to open up a wall to get her in to the enemy queen. And then with this attack, you're trying to get at least 1 infernal tower, and then leave about half, basically a path as we start. I gotta back up, sorry. He started a funnel on the top right here to basically, Queen is gonna get the bottom one and be all by herself. That forms a part of the L, and then his kill squad here, he gets really unfortunate, and his Valks walk on him. That their job was to get this infernal tower. This should have been in a perfectly imperfect series. My bad, Eve. But the Valks walk on him, which is unfortunate. But with that beefy BK, and you know, a lot of that had to do with non-max Town Hall 10 defense, but was able to manhandle his way over to get to that Infernal Tower, and then freeze a bit early. Well, actually perfect, because the Inferno went down while the entire freeze was down, and then we have a heal that keeps them healthy on the way in. They entered into 1 giant bomb and then and left into another, but because the heal was well placed, again, it was a cleanup attack, so perfect place spells for the end, and he has shit ton of hogs left up at the end to clear off this base. It was really just a nice, perfect plan for this. So it would have been even nicer and had more time on the back, flawlessly executed if the Valkyries didn't walk on him. But I'm nitpicking. I mean, God, I can't do this at Town Hall 10 quite yet. I'm still learning it. Really nice job, Eve. So in closing, hope you guys enjoyed the hog theme of the recap. Respect out to OneHive Genesis. Man, hogs. I just can't say enough about them. I was even making a joke that someone needs to tell Jake that we're hogging at Town Hall 10. Tell him stat. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you got to be better than the double, and I'll check you next time.